Are you ready for the 2025 NFL draft as much as I am? I'm telling you guys, I'm super excited. We are just mere days away from the very first pick of the NFL draft until they can say the Titans are on the clock. And I just wanted to make a video of some of the things I'm actually looking forward to, maybe even some of my predictions of what's going to happen in this NFL draft, guys. So without further ado, the very first thing I want to talk about is the Tennessee Titans at number 1. Now, there's a lot of things that could happen. They could trade down. They could say, hey, look, we might want to stick with Cuckadoo Will Levis. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think Cam Ward is clearly the pick here for the NFL draft. And I think that there's not going to go anywhere else. They're tired of the losing atmosphere that they have around there. They need to make a quarterback here. Cam Ward, if they believe that is the guy, they need to go with Cam Ward and let him be the quarterback of the future. Will Levis clearly is not the answer for them at quarterback. They've got some weapons out there, whether it be Tajay Spear and Tony Pollard at the running back position. You know, you still got Calvin Ridley over there at the quarterback. Treylon Burks, will he ever do anything? They spent a very high draft pick on that guy. Really didn't pan out as of right now. So I think that you've got to bring somebody in here like Cam Ward and just try to win now. So the next kind of prediction or thing that I'm looking at for the NFL draft has to be Ashton Jeanty going to the Raiders at number 6. They ended up getting over there Raheem Mostert, right, in free agency, but you can't go into the NFL season saying Raheem Mostert is your guy, the one that you're looking forward to. And we already know what Zamir White did. I mean, he's absolutely trash, right? He's not doing anything. He had a little bit of a buzz last year, but didn't amount to anything. I told you guys, stay away from Zamir White. But I think overall they need somebody, right? Ashton Jeanty, they've almost tipped their hat a little bit as of them saying they kind of want Ashton Jeanty as their running back. So it wouldn't surprise me if they select him with their pick in the first round. I think that is a lock and loaded. It's already ready to go. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is about the New Orleans Saints. There's a lot of rumors going around there, a lot of speculation that Shedeur Sanders will be their selection if he falls. For starters, I don't think Shedeur Sanders falls to the New Orleans Saints at pick 9. Number 2, even if Shedeur Sanders does fall to them at pick 9, I don't think they go with that. We got to remember, they just had Spencer Rattler. He showed some promise, had some ups and downs when he was able to play last season for the injured Derek Carr. But I think that they're going to wait to the second round if they want to get Jackson Dart, if he somehow falls to the second round. I think Jackson Dart could be a point there. If not, wait for later in the draft for like a Quinn Ewers or a Tyler Show or something like that, maybe to get in and bring in here to kind of challenge Spencer Rattler and Jake Hayner at the quarterback positions. I think Derek Carr, I think it's set it and forget it. I think he's done. He's over with. They're moving on from the guy. I think there's no chance they bring Derek Carr back in to ever play a down again. He may even be faking his shoulder injury right now and just wants to force his way out. I say ship him out of there, give Spencer Rattler the keys to the car, and see what he can do. So the next thing I want to talk about here is going to be the Denver Broncos. They're going at number 20. I think they take Marion Hampton to be their guy. Javonte Williams, he's gone. He's now with the Dallas Cowboys. They're left with Audric Estime and Jaleel McLaughlin right now. I think Sean Payton wants to get himself a running back. And Marion Hampton, if it wasn't for Ashton Jeanty, Marion Hampton, in my eyes, would be the clear number 1 running back in this class. I think it's tier S for Jeanty, tier A for Marion Hampton, and everybody else is kind of below them. So I think the Denver Broncos, if Marion Hampton somehow, I think it will happen, they'll fall to them at pick 20. I think Marion Hampton is clearly their pick in that situation. Another thing I want to talk about here is Colston Loveland, right? A lot of love is going to Tyler Warren, and if he's being projected over there as of right now, I know I have him this way, going to the Colts, well, you have Anthony Richardson throwing you the football or Daniel Jones. So is he going to be the fantasy football superstar? I mean, he's got all the talent in the world, but I think if you put Colston Loveland at pick 22 to the Chargers, listen, he's a very promising rookie, and he's got a quarterback in Herbert who does target the tight end position and could be a fantasy football superstar. They got Tyler Conklin in free agency, ended up signing him. He's currently the number 1 tight end, but Colston Loveland could easily take that job. Nice, shifty footwork type of guy, really young. He's not like 2 years younger than Tyler Warren, so he's got a lot of room for development. You give him somebody like Justin Herbert, I think Colston Loveland could be an absolute steal, right, for any draft day right now. I think he was number 1 on my board before I ended up moving Tyler Warren there, but I think that would be just a stud and a huge find or diamond in the rough for fantasy football if he lands with the Chargers at 20. Something else I want to talk to you guys about is probably the first round trades, right? So just going over the last 5 years of trade so far that's in the NFL. Last year they had 5, the year before they had 6, and then the year before in 2022 they had a record 9 first-round trades, which is absolutely crazy. Year before that in 2021 there was 3, and in 2020 there was 4 first-round trades. So you know we're at least getting 3 to 4 trades in the first round, right? That's the history. You're gonna have a couple trades and a couple moves. I just think at the number 1 spot you're not gonna see one, and I'm just interested to see who's going to be jockeying for position, who wants to come up, who wants to come back down. There's going to be a lot of good, interesting trades, but leave a comment down below. Who is the one team that you guys want to see trade up in the NFL draft? And then who do you think that they go for if they do trade up? I'm curious to see what you guys think. But the last thing I really want to go over today is I want to kind of poll you guys here in the chat. I want to know, what are you guys eating for draft day? And if you had a choice between 2 foods, which one would you pick? Are you team pizza? Are you team wings? Which one would you have? If you had to pick one, would you pick the pizzas? Would you pick the wings? Let me know in the comments below, which one do you prefer to have, guys. But look, that is our video. I'm excited for the NFL draft, just like everybody else. It's coming up in just mere days. I can't wait to see what all the excitement and the draft day trades and all the shocks that this year has in hold. But guys, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're pumping out so many videos at this point each and every day to help you best win in fantasy football. And it's time for the NFL draft. So I'll see you guys next time.